Hello everyone! In this video, I'll be going through this MOC 12 Zero Cycle clear with Acheron while explaining why this team works and how you should play this team in battle to help you maximize your Acheron's potential. Starting off with the team, you usually would have a sustain character here, but as I'm trying to Zero Cycle, I instead use a third support for Acheron, though I would recommend you to use a sustain character unless you are trying to Zero Cycle. The supports I chose for this run were first of all Black Swan. All of Black Swan's attacks inflict debuffs, allowing Acheron to get an ult point every time Black Swan attacks. Black Swan's skill also inflicts a blast defense down on the enemies, allowing Acheron to do a lot more damage. Not only that, but Black Swan's damage is also significant even without DOT supports in the team. Still, the main reason why I use Black Swan here is for her first Eidolon, which gives a massive damage boost to Acheron. If you don't have this Eidolon, it's not a huge problem, it's just very nice to have this Eidolon for damage, but you can still clear without it. Bella is the next support I use to maximize Acheron's trace, which gives her more damage when there are two Elite allies. Bella's ultimate also gives a massive damage boost to Acheron, and if you can run her with the Resolution Light Cone, she'll be applying a debuff every single time she attacks. Finally, for the Zero Cycle, the last teammate I used is Sparkle. Although Sparkle doesn't inflict debuffs, she does allow Acheron to be a lot more faster, which in turn results in faster ultimates for Acheron. Sparkle's crit damage and damage buffs are also super nice to have in the Zero Cycle. Those are the teammates I chose for Acheron, but keep in mind that there are a lot of other viable supports for her. These are just the ones that I chose for this clear. Now I'll be going through and explaining the actual MOC run. First of all, Sparkle is as fast as possible while Acheron is running attack boots, so I can boost Acheron forward so she can skill and get some of her ult points. Here you'll see that even though I have Acheron's ultimate already, I won't be using it right away as it can overflow by up to 3 points, so to maximize its damage, I first skill with Black Swan, then attack with Pela to get the defense down from her Light Cone, and finally, I'll ult with Acheron to take advantage of the debuffs, and you'll see that once the ult is over, she will have 3 points of ult ready. I could have also forwarded Acheron's action with Sparkle and then ulted with Sparkle to get a bit more damage, but this happened to be enough. Here I use Sparkle's skill on Acheron to forward her action and then ult to get a bit more damage. Now with Acheron I'll attack the enemy on the left, as the other enemy will be taken down by Black Swan's Arcana stacks. Now for the second wave, my goal will be to ult with Acheron twice, so here you can see that once the Trotter is defeated, the debuffs it inflicts on Yanqing do get me an ult point for Acheron. I ult with Bella and Black Swan to get more Acheron ult points and to also just get more debuffs on the enemy to increase Acheron's damage, before forwarding Acheron's skill and ulting. Now with all these debuffs, Acheron's ult, even though it's AoE, it still does 332,000 damage to a single target enemy. Here I skill to do a bit more damage and to get 2 ult points thanks to Acheron's Light Cone. Now Bella's attack there didn't land the Resolution debuff due to her low effect hit rate, which means that I could have gotten 1 more ult point, and Bella also fainted, but it doesn't end up mattering. Black Swan's skill gets 1 more ult point for Acheron, and Sparkle uses her skill to give Acheron another action in this cycle. With this extraction, Acheron skills, gets 2 more ult points, and finally Black Swan's attack will inflict a debuff, giving Acheron the final ult point she needs to ult. And this will be more than enough to finish off the boss. This is probably the easiest hero cycle I've ever done due to how strong Acheron is, especially if you invest into her Light Cone, though you absolutely don't need it to clear content normally. As long as you build the right team and play to Acheron's strengths, she can clear any of the game's content without her Light Cone or any Eidolons or anything like that. Finally, here are the builds I used. Acheron does have her Light Cone, but her relics aren't the best, as the planar ornaments I only just started farming them, so there's still room for improvement there. Bella is running the Resolution Light Cone, which is fantastic, even more so with Acheron, and her relics are not the best, but they are enough to get this clear, as substats don't matter too much for Bella, just a bit more effect hit rate would have been nice. Although I do have Black Sun's Light Cone, I tried using Good Snipe Leap well for this and it happened to be enough to get the clear. Black Sun C1 is huge for this team, as it not only boosts Acheron damage but it also greatly boosts Acheron's damage. That is all for this video. I hope you learned something new and useful, and as always, thank you for watching.